What's up everybody, my name is John Franco and welcome back to Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney. Last time was quite the big episode. We were investigating a lot of areas, especially the lake, Gord Lake or Gordy Lake. No, it's Gord Lake, but there's a kind of a monster or like urban myth or something because of newspapers about a monster that looks like, you know, the Loch Ness named Gordy. Also, apparently Edgeworth shot a man, but he said he didn't do it, but anyway, we are defending him. Anyway, let's go right into it. Karma! That's right, Manfred von Karma. He's the best prosecutor there is. He hasn't lost a case in his 40-year career. He's a god of prosecution. Right, a god. Not a single case? He'll do anything to get a guilty verdict. Anything. Sounds like someone else I know, Edgeworth. You don't understand. I mean, he'll really do anything. Manfred von Karma is a man to be feared. That's quite a claim coming out from someone who forges evidence. He taught me what it really means to be, what it really means to prosecute. What? Just picture a prosecutor as vicious as me, multiplied by a factor of 10. So was he your teacher then, Mr. Edgeworth? Something like that, yes. And now he's trying to get you found guilty? What a creep. Oh wait, maybe he's planning on losing on purpose to help you out. Not a chance. He hasn't lost in 40 years. 40 years. He's as ruthless as me, times 20. That's pretty ruthless. Like I said, he's a god amongst prosecutors. I guess that's something like Mia was to me. So speaking of Mia... Maya? Uh-huh. We could really be using Mia's help right now, don't you think? Oh. I can't. Sorry, I really tried, but I couldn't reach. You couldn't reach? I think it's because I haven't been training. My powers are weak again. Oh man, what a bad timing. I'm really sorry. I'll try my best. I hope so. What are you whispering about? Oh, it's nothing. Well, it's time. Let's head in. Yeesh. Court is now essential for the trial of Mr. Miles Edgeworth. The defense is written, Your Honor. Mr. von Karma, is the prosecution ready? Fool. You seriously think that I will stand here where I'm not completely prepared? Right, my apologies. Even got the judges scared. Very well, your opening statement, please. Decisive evidence. A decisive witness. What else could possibly be required? Nothing of course. That should be fine. The prosecution may call its first witness. Wait, this guy, is he royalty or something? How am I supposed to fight against this? I call the detective in charge of this case, Detective Dick Gumshoe. Okay, Gumshoe's first. Let's see how this goes. Describe the incident now. Yes, sir. Detective Gumshoe looks nervous. Please take a look at the map. The murder happened late Christmas Eve around midnight. There was one boat in the very middle of the lake. There were two men on the boat. Oh, there happened to be a woman camping here on the edge of the lake. At 12:10 a.m., she heard two pistol shots. Then the boat started to move. It went towards the boat rental shop. Right? Testify to the court about the arrest. Now. Oh, wait, Mr. von Karma. Yes. Actually, I'm the one that's supposed to be handling these proceedings. Wrong. There's only one thing you need to do here. You will slam down your gavel and say the word guilty. That is your role. Oh, yes, of course, you're quite right. No, he's not. Yeah, that's gonna be a hard one. This is where the difficulty spikes. A man called into the station around 30 minutes after midnight. He headed to the scene of the crime as fast as we headed to the scene of the crime as fast as we could. That's where we found Mr. Edgeworth. Now, I didn't suspect him of anything at all, but the next morning, our body was found in the lake, so we had to arrest Mr. Edgeworth. I see. Very well. Begin your cross-examination, attorney. Now. What a bitch. Alright, you receive a call from a man. Yep. But you said there was a woman camping there. She was the one who heard the 2 gunshots, right? That woman and the man who called the report are 2 different people, obviously. Different people? There were 2 witnesses. Eh? Their testimonies were quite similar, however. Today I've summoned the woman who was camping. The one who was camping, Lara Hart. What happened next, detective? How long was it between receiving the report and your arrival at the lake? Well, I'd say it was about 3 minutes. That's pretty fast. Our motto for the month is get there quick. Detective, you will refrain from casually revealing department secrets. Yes, sir. Sorry, sir. I look forward to your next year's salary review. There's so much to look forward to these days. This is no time for detective daydreaming. Continue. Yes, sir. Right? What was Mr. Edgeworth like when you saw him then? Well, from what I saw, he looked pretty relaxed. Not like a murderer at all, really. Detective, the court requires the fact, not your opinions. How many years have you been on the force? Facts only, detective. Hard, cold, objective facts. Yes, sir. Man, he got his share of objections. Did you find any clues on the body? A single bullet was recovered from the body. He was shot through the heart fatally. Judge, here's the bullet. It didn't strike bone, so its shape is well preserved. Very well, the court accepts this bullet into evidence. Alright, found in the victim's body, fired from a .22 caliber pistol. So we had to arrest Mr. Edgeworth. Why is that? Well, we found the murder weapon in the boat. The murder weapon? A pistol. Detective Gumshoe? That is a vital piece of information. Please revise your testimony. Right, so sorry, Your Honor. What about the pistol made it decisive evidence? Tusk, tusk, tusk. Aha! He has the same evil laugh as Edgeworth. There were fingerprints on the pistol found in the boat. They were clear prints from Mr. Edgeworth's right hand. What? What? Order! Order! So, Mr. Edgeworth's fingerprints were found on the murder weapon. Yes, Your Honor. Judge, this is the weapon in question. Accepted into evidence. And the murder weapon, .22 caliber, fired 3 times. Members of the court, we now have the pistol used in the murder and the bullet found in the body. Detective? Yes, sir? Was the bullet found in the Was the bullet found in the body fired from this pistol? Yes. The ballistic markings on the bullet matches the pistol. Hey, Nick. What does he mean, ballistic markings? Shocking. You imagine someone here does not know something as basic as ballistic markings? Nick, he's glaring at me. Tisk. Very well, I'll explain. Actually, just you do it. What? Me? Ballistic markings are like the fingerprints of a gun. The barrel leaves distinctive marks on each bullet it fires. You can examine these ballistic fingerprints to see which gun fired the shot. It's quite accurate, indeed. This leads to one inevitable conclusion. The bullet found in the victim's heart was without doubt fired from this pistol. This pistol which, as you may recall, was covered with the defendant's own fingerprints. Order! Order! This is bad. This makes it look like Edgeworth did it. Well, Judge, say almost decisive? Yes. Honestly, I could declare a verdict at this point. However, you wish to hear the witness speak, no doubt. Very well. I am somewhat fatigued, and so I will take a brief break. I will call my witness after the recess, which will last 10 minutes. Judge? Yes? What are you doing? 10 minutes recess, now! But wait, just bang your flimsy gavel and get on with it, man. Yes. This court will take a 10-minute recess. Who's running this court anyway? Yeah, Von Karma is really scary. Edgeworth, what's going on here? Your fingerprints were on the murder weapon. And that foggy photo makes one thing clear. The only one who could have shot that man was the person in the photo. True. Was that you in the boat? Yes, it was me. What? But you must believe me. You didn't shoot him. Then who did? I don't know. You don't know? Weren't you right there? I heard a gunshot from very close by. Then the other man fell from the boat. I can't say why, but I thought at the time that he had shot himself. You mean it was a suicide? That's the only explanation I can come up with. How am I going to convince anyone of that? Say Maya. Huh? What? Any progress with Mia? Oh, sorry. It's no good. I know. I'm not good for anything, am I, Nick? If I can't help my sister, I might as well not be here, right? That's so mean. Yeah, you're useless. No. No, of course not. I need you here. I can see you're always trying to help out. Even if you don't actually help, it's the thought that counts, right? It's okay, Nick. You don't have to make me feel better. I don't know anything about trials or defense. What's more, I'm a spirit medium who can't even contact spirits. Everyone has their off days. I mean, I've just been getting lucky lately. But you never know when my luck is going to run out. Really? Whoa, right. Don't jinx this case any more than it already is. It's bad for my heart. Sorry. Court is back in session. Mr. Von Karma, call your witness. Yes. Well, Miss Lottahart, take the stand. Lottahart, you are a research student at university. Data? Good. Begin by telling us what you saw the night of the incident. And don't add anything trivial or subjective. Understand? Y'all need to learn some manners. Understand? Yeah, I understand. Very well. Your testimony, please. Alright, the witness's account. It was Christmas Eve, just after midnight, I reckon. I was in my car. I heard this bang coming from the lake. When I looked out the window, I saw two gents in the boat. And then there was another bang. There was nary a thing on the lake but that boat. Enough. Huh? Judge. She happened to take a photo of the incident. This is that photo. Accept it as evidence. Well, this is a surprise. It looks like the very moment of the murder. Order. I will remove people from this courtroom if I do not have order immediately. As the witness testified, she looked at the lake when she heard the shot. There were no other boats on that lake, so the man in the boat with the victim must have been the one who shot him. Yes, it was the defendant, Miles Edgeworth. Order, order, order! I will have order. Well, Judge, the evidence is decisive. I have very little doubt about this case. Very well, this court finds the defendant. Wait, Your Honor! I haven't cross-examined the witness yet. A cross-examination? We have photographic proof. What question can there possibly be? This photo is worth 1,000 words, and they all read guilty. You lose. Or, do you claim to have found a contradiction in her testimony? Very well. If you have to, you may cross-examine the witness. You will only flounder and ask meaningless questions. You will fail to find anything. And then, I will have you held in contempt of court. Nick? Contempt? Contempt of court, you know. Yes, I understand. Well, what are you going to do? Do you really think there was a contradiction in her facts? In her testimony? What? I think I noticed one little thing. Well, I'm impressed, Nick. I didn't notice anything. Alright, let's take him on. Yeah, I got a bad feeling about this. I understand. I will cross-examine the witness. Tisk, tisk, tisk. Very well. I pray for your sake this isn't a waste of time. Alright. Was Christmas Eve? Okay. I was in my car, I heard a bang. Were you watching the very moment the shot rang out? Well, yeah, sure. You're asking meaningless question. Meaningless. Contradiction, Mr. Wright, not meaningless babble. He's trying to keep me from talking to a witness. To what end? Are you sure about that? Yeah, sure as a country gal can be. That sounds pretty sure. How come you're so sure? Well, heck, I scanned the whole lake. Scanned the whole lake? It almost sounds like she was more interested in the lake than the boat. It's hard. You... Mr. Wright, the witness has to answer the question in full. No need for further questions. Objection sustained. That's what I'm... Sustain! Yes, of course. Oh, great. What am I supposed to do now? There weren't any contradiction in there. Sorry, Nick. If only my sister were here. Mine's really taking this hard. Wait. Why were you camping there anyway? I'm a research student at my university. I was taking pictures to use in my research. Miss Hart, could you be more specific about your research? What does the witness motive in camping by the lake have to do with this case? The answer is nothing. I object to this line of questioning. Objection sustained. Wait, no. I'm the one who says that. Well then, say it already. Objections sustained. Thanks for nothing, Your Honor. So, you weren't looking at the lake at that time? Nope. I looked after I heard that noise. She said that already. I asked you to find contradictions. No, literally chatted with the witness. Could you clearly see the two men? Just look at the picture. Clear enough for you. Uh-oh. Wait a second, I wasn't asking you about the photo. I was talking if you saw the two men. Yeah, well, of course. The witness has testified that she saw them. There's also a photo. You best look elsewhere for your precious contradictions. Okay. You keep your promise, Mr. Wright. I'm afraid I will have to penalize any further outbursts by holding you in contempt of court. And if that happens, you'll have to leave the courtroom immediately. Understood? Uh-huh. Nick? A lot of testimony is fishy, Nick. Real fishy. I know what you mean. But if I can't say anything, what can I do? I believe we've covered the evidence sufficiently to make a decision. Then pass your judgment. Very well. Mr. Miles Edgeworth, please take the stand. Hold it! Well, who was that? It was me. Maya. Is something wrong? Do you need to use the facilities? No, I do not. Lot of heart. Your testimony stinks. It's unclear whether you were actually looking at the lake. It's highly doubtful that you actually saw Mr. Edgeworth. Tell us the truth. This is a matter of life or death. Lara, did you really clearly see Mr. Edgeworth that night? Did you see him fire that pistol? You will stand down. The court does not acknowledge the defense outburst. Answer me, Lara. What's the big idea? Treating me like some kind of criminal? I saw him. I swear it. I saw Edgeworth. Enough. Judge, declare the defense in contempt of court. Yes, of course. I'm sorry, but you were warned. Guard, escort Mr. Wright out of the courtroom. He is in contempt of court and must leave. No. Wait! I was the one who made the outburst, Your Honor. Nick is innocent. Ha. What's the difference? All that remains is for the guilty verdict to be declared. Isn't that right, Mr. Phoenix Wright? Wrong. What? Did you hear what what Miss Hart just said? She said she clearly saw Mr. Edgeworth. That was not in the testimony. That changes her testimony, and I have the right to cross-examine her again. Order. You're in contempt of court. It's too late for other claims. Judge, sustain my objection. I'm sorry, Mr. Von Karma, but I cannot. What? Miss Lockhart has made a new testimony. The defense does have a right to cross-examine her again. But he is in contempt of court. No, I am. If you're going to arrest someone, arrest me. Very well. Maya Fey, you will leave the courtroom immediately. Nick, I did what I could. You have to do the rest. Good luck. Maya. No, we lost Maya. Heh. I cared not for this melodrama. Listen well, Mr. Wright. I do not tolerate badgering of my witness. I'm running out of time. I better find a contradiction in there, or else. Mr. Wright, begin your cross-examination. That last statement. I saw it clearly as day. The man on the boat was Edgeworth. Well, what about the other man? You cannot expect to be allowed to blatantly ignore your promise, Mr. Wright. I believe you claimed there was a contradiction in the witness's testimony. Well, find it. If you can, Mr. Wright, I have to assign you a penalty. Oh, jeez, I forgot about that. Damn, that's it? Uh-oh. There we go, the picture. Got you. Got you, Miss Hart. Finally. Oh, what? You got what? Look at this photograph. The photo I took? The very same. There is something I want you to see in this photo. It's quite clearly visible. The fog, Miss Hart. So? This picture was taken with professional high-quality film, correct? Yet, even it could not capture the faces of the men on the boat. Yet, you claim you saw Mr. Edgeworth. How? What? Mr. Wright has a point. That's why I told her not to say that in her testimony. Please! Yet, now she has said it, Von Karma. How could you possibly see Mr. Edgeworth? Explain yourself. Miss Hart. What? Could you see the defendant that night? Of course. I said I couldn't, and I meant I could. Then please testify as the circumstances of your sightings. We fought a hole in Von Karma's carefully vague testimony. How Edgeworth was seen. You're right. It was cold night, and the fog was thick as grits. So once I was finished setting on my camera, I got back into the car. Still, I brought my binoculars with me. When I heard that noise out on the lake, I looked with my binoculars. See? No problem. You use binoculars. Very well. You may begin your cross-examination, Mr. Wright. This one's better be good. Okay. If there was a heavy fog, how would binoculars change that at all? What do you mean? Even binoculars can't see through fog. But you say you clearly saw him. I did? Yeah. Enough. There is no room for doubt in her testimony. She sounded pretty doubtful to me. But I have to find a clear contradiction first. I don't care how many Von Karmic objection I get. I'm going to find a hole in this testimony if it's the last thing I do. Yeah, she was sitting on her camera because she was looking for Gordy. Right? Oh crap, that's not good. Oh no. Your camera? Yeah? It's got an automatic. The issue we are concerned with here is Miss Hart seeing Mr. Edgeworth. The camera has nothing to do with this at all. Alright. You're right, it's cold night. Miss was thick as grits. Binoculars. Yeah, binoculars. Yesterday you mentioned that you were out looking for shooting stars, correct? Well, yeah. Wouldn't you need a telescope, not binoculars for that? I've got doubts about your camera too. Was that really to take pictures of meteor showers? The camera is irrelevant to this case. You can't say that for certain. Mr. Wright, is the camera really relevant to this case? If you believe it is, you may continue with this line of questioning. But know this, if you find nothing with this, there will be consequences. Well, Mr. Wright, you wish to press further about the camera? Yes. The camera is of utmost importance, Your Honor. It is perhaps the key to this entire case. Therefore, I will continue my line of questioning. Now, maybe I went a little overboard here. Very well. Miss Hart, you will testify to the court about the camera. Yeah, I hear ya. The camera was set up to take a picture of a meteor shower. Miss Hart, why did you choose that lake to photograph meteors? You know the fog gets thick out on the lake. It's not very suited for stargazing. Yeah, well, you see, I guess I wasn't thinking too straight, Hart. Mr. Wright, I will not have you badgering my witness because of her challenged intellect. Now wait a minute! Continue your testimony. You were saying how it was that you saw Edgeworth? No unnecessary comments, please. Oh yeah. There you go. It was set up to noises. You were photographing shooting stars. That's a lie! Says who? I saw the camera you set up yesterday. It was pointed directly at the lake. You have to point the camera upwards to take photos of the stars, Miss Hart. Mr. Wright, what are you driving at? The witness was not at the lake photographing shooting stars, Your Honor. Well then, what exactly was she photographing? Your Honor, take a look at this. What was Miss Hart trying to photograph at the lake? It was Gordy. Miss Hart, this is what you were trying to photograph. What's this? A newspaper article? Gordy. Ah, the sighting at Gourd Lake. Well, Miss Hart, I never heard of no lake monsters. You got proof or something? Wow. So you proved that I was down the lake trying to photograph this Gordy. I have proof. I have it. Proof. Intriguing. Very well, let's see it. And no joking around this time, please. What is this proof that the witness was trying to photograph like Gordy with the lake monster? The camera. The proof, Miss Hart, is your own camera. Your camera was set to take photos in response to loud noises, correct? Thus this photograph here, taken when a gun fired on the lake. And here in this article about Gordy, according to this article, Gordy made a loud noise when it emerged. Well, you were trying to photograph Gordy, weren't you? That's why you had set your camera to respond to loud noises. Order! Order! I see. I too thought it was a little strange. Yeah, sure. Well, Miss Hart, you were camping there to try and take photos, a photo of Gordy, weren't you? Yeah. Not bad. Are all of you lawyers that smart? So smart, boy. I was down there trying to photograph Gordy. You got me. So what? Huh? That don't change what I saw, does it? Exactly. What you just used several precious minutes of our time to prove is nothing more than that the witness is an idiot who thinks monsters exist. But as she succinctly said, so what? It changes nothing. Not true. You were hiding the whole thing about Gordy for some reason. I know it. But what could could it have been? Whatever it is, I'm getting to the bottom of this. Miss Hart, why did you hide the fact that you were searching for Gordy from the court? Please revise your testimony. Right. Fine. I'll testify. It won't change nothing, though. Something will change. It has to. And I'm going to spot it. Actually, another research student at university. I'm an investigative photographer. Imagine what a scoop it'd be if I got I got a picture of that monster. That's why I was camping out by the lake. But that's all I was hiding. When I heard the bang, I looked straight out of the lake. There wasn't much else to look at, so I just watched the boat the whole time. Then I saw a flash near one of the men's hand, and I heard another gunshot. I was looking right at that boat the whole time, crossed my heart, and hoped to fly. Well, Mr. Wright, you may cross-examine the witness. The witness's testimony is unchanged from before. Whether she is a research student or a photographer has no bearing on this case. There is no need to waste more of our time with another pointless cross-examination. I claim the defense's right to cross-examine the witness, Your Honor. When Karma is up to something, I know it. He doesn't want me to cross-examine her because... Why? Was there a contradiction? Very well. You may begin the cross-examination. You seem sure of yourself. You must have something in mind. That would be a first. Very funny. You understand this is your last chance in a cross-examination, Mr. Wright. If there is no problem with the testimony this time, we will let the witness leave. I will announce my verdict at that time, Mr. Wright. Understood? Yes, Your Honor. Actually, another research student at university. Okay. Hey, what sort of sound was it? Well, I never heard one before, so I can't say for sure, but it sounded like a gunshot. It was a lot sharper. It was a lot sharper a sound than I would have expected. There wasn't much else to look at. Yep. I don't know. If she heard a bang and she thought Gordy was out there, I cannot doubt that she'd waste any time looking at a boat. What? What do I do now? What are you giving me that look for? Definitely suspicious. Maybe it's time for some evidence. Witness, continue. Hold your hush puppies, Pops. I'm getting there. Was there nothing on the lake but the boat at the time? Huh? Wait, so you're thinking maybe he was shot from some other places? I don't think so. Nope. The lake was smooth as glass, and nobody was on the shore, neither. I'd better find some sort of contradiction in this testimony. I won't be able to beat Von Karma any other way. There has to be something. Okay. Sure, the bang. Oh crap. No! Crap, I messed that up. Okay, wait. There wasn't much else to look at, so I just watched. You watched your camera, right? No, that's not it. Crap. Oh, that's my last chance. Uh-oh. Gosh, I can't. Oh man. Wait. I'm gonna go save just in case. And I'll reload. If there's anything that. Oh man. Oh, man. Okay. I saw a flash near one of the men's hand. But the gun shot got fired 3 times, right? No, that's not it. Ah, man. Jeez. Okay, when I heard the bang, I looked right straight out of that lake. Okay. There's not much else to look at. Yep. I don't know. She heard a bang. And she thought Gordy was out there. Okay. There we go. Gordy. Miss Hart, were you really looking at that boat? What's with you? Of course I was looking at it. It was the only thing out there. Any normal person would be looking at it. I agree, any normal person would. But you are far from normal. What? Y'all wanna step out here and say that? You were camping at the lake to take a picture of Gordy. Think about it. What would you do if you heard a loud noise? You'd be scanning the lake for any sign of Gordy, that's what. You wouldn't give the boat a second thought. Order, continue, Mr. Wright. You testified that you were watching the boat through binoculars. However, you wouldn't need binoculars to watch that boat. You need them to search for Gordy, and that's what you were doing. Well... Well, now that y'all mention it, I did sort of take my binoculars and kind of scan the lake a bit. I mean, Gordy might be out there and all. Miss Hart, are you saying that you were not watching the boat then? Sorry, y'all. I wasn't feeling really. I thought, you know, I could be witness to a murder and all. I kinda got excited. I was sure I was watching that boat till now. This is totally uncalled for. But hey, you got the photograph. You got proof. Still, we can't see who is shooting who in this. Right. That's why I took this photo and... Witness, that's enough. You've had a long day. Shut your pie hole. Shut my what? What was she going to say? She took the photo and what? Wait a second. She even had photographs to prove it. But you really can't tell from the photo who is shooting. That's why she said she's going to enlarge the photo. She said it'll drop the quality of mine, but should let us see who's who. She enlarged that photo. Why won't Vort come or let her show it? I've got a hunch. I bet that enlarged photo shows something bad for Von Karma. This is my chance. If I'm wrong though, I'll be in prison for Edgeworth or worse. What should I do? Enhance! Miss Hart, look at this photograph. You enlarged this photograph, did you not? Yeah, I did. Why was that enlargement not being presented to the court? But because it does not exist. What are y'all talking about? You were the one who told me not to show it in court in the first place. You old fool. What's the meaning of this, Mr. Von Karma? Miss Hart, show the photo to the court. Show us the enlargement. The prosecution objects to the submission of this evidence. Objection denied. The witness will show the enlargement to the court. Here it is. We still cannot see who is fighting in this. It could be the defendant, or maybe it's not. Regardless, I'll accept this as evidence. Lake photo added to the court. Happy now, Mr. Wright? Guys, look at this. Bears prints from Edgeworth's right hand. But that's a left hand. There has to be something. You asked for the enlargement, you got the enlargement. And little good has done it to any of us. That's why I requested she not show it. I suppose it means that the cross-examination is over, obviously. Then, I would like to close this cross-examination for Miss Laura Hart. And none too soon. That was a flagrant waste of my time. Mr. Von Karma, do you have anything to add? I stated everything I needed to when this trial began. Decisive evidence. And decisive witness. What else could possibly be required? Nothing, of course. Then, I believe it is time for me to declare my verdict. Wait, it's not supposed to go like this. There has to be a clue in this photo somewhere. This is bad, real bad. What should I do? Show other evidence. Wait! Your Honor, this evidence. I believe we have spent enough time talking about evidence. Indeed. We've heard opinions on every piece of evidence but this enlargement. I see no point in retracing our steps. This is bad, real bad. Object to the enlargement? Your Honor, there is something decidedly strange with this enlargement. What that might be? Mr. Wright, you will show the court what you mean. What about this photo is strange? Okay, what's wrong with this photo? Bam, 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 bam. Here, Your Honor. I'm dancing. The shooter. I'm not sure I understand. What about the shooter is strange? Look at the hand holding the pistol, Your Honor. The hand. That hand directly contradicts another piece of evidence. This man's left hand does what? Let me show you. I'll show you the evidence that left hand contradicts. The gun! The evidence is clear. The man in this photograph is holding that pistol in his left hand. However, the prints of the murder weapon were from Edgeworth's right hand. Ergo, the man shooting the pistol in this photograph is not Mr. Edgeworth. Now that everyone in the courtroom has quieted down, I would like to reconvene this court of law. Mr. Wright. Yes, Your Honor. You have given us the definitive proof today. We now know that it was not Mr. Edgeworth who fired the pistol that night. However, this leaves us with a rather large problem. If Mr. Edgeworth did not do it, then who shot our victim? Precisely. As we've seen, there were no other people on the lake that night. Who but the defendant could have shot the victim? There's only one explanation remaining. The man who shot the victim was none other than the victim himself. Order! Order! So you're saying that the victim committed suicide? Yes, Your Honor, I can think of no other explanation. Indeed, that does seem to be the only remaining option. I'm so very, very sorry, Mr. Wright. But suicide is out of the question. What? An examination of the victim's wound reveals the distance at which he was shot. The distance? The victim was clearly shot from further than a meter away. A meter? That's 3 feet! There's no way it could have been suicide. Order! Order! Mr. Von Karma, are you sure of the accuracy of your data? Of course, I have already considered the possibility of suicide, you see. The autopsy report updated in the court record. I see. Very well, allow me to state my opinion. Considering the situation, the shooter had to be the defendant, Mr. Edgeworth. However, the print on the gun reveals that the shooter was not Mr. Edgeworth. This is a conundrum. Therefore, I would like to suspend proceeding for this trial for today. The court orders the defense and the prosecution to further investigate this matter. Understood? Yes, Your Honor. That is all. The court is adjourned. Whew. That was a hard one. Phew, that was a close one. Hey, don't you have anything to say? No, I have yet to be declared innocent, right? Yeah, but what happened out there on that lake anyway? If he didn't commit suicide, then who? The shooter was about a meter away too. What? Don't give me that look. I did not kill him. I was just kidding around. Look, I'm going to go check on Maya. Oh, right. What? Tell her something for me. What? Tell her to watch what she says in court. That's all. Would it heal you to just state how you really feel? Well, thanks, Edgeworth. I requisition a transcript of Lotta's entire testimony. I thought it might give me some ammunition for the trial tomorrow. Of course, she didn't see the shooter, so the only part of her testimony that stood out was the bang she heard. Lotta's deposition added to the court record. To be continued.